It's Mike Murphy there on Meet the Press. Joining me now for a fair and balanced debate, and Brad's already shaking his head. Brad Woodhouse with the Democratic National Committee. Sean Spicer is with the Republican National Committee. They're both communication directors, which means they're made for television. Brad, you shake your head. Why?
Well, look,
I thought he was just disgusted with the Eon Vandersloot comment. I thought
maybe was that it, Brad? Was it the Joran Vandersloot story before this?
Look, I was shaking my head. I was shaking my head at that too. But this notion that the president doesn't want to be reelected has got to be the craziest thing I've ever heard of. And look, this analysis, if you printed it out on paper, you know, it's funny. It's not even worthy to be printed on paper. But if you did, I wouldn't use it to wrap fish. It wouldn't be worthy of that. I mean, earlier this summer when Mitt Romney was off the campaign trail for exhaustion, the president was putting in 19-hour days. I mean, the other morning after the debate, the president held a rally. Romney slept in. I mean, this guy. This guy is committed to this. He's got the fire in the belly. He's exhibited that every day he's been in office. Look, one debate is not going to determine the outcome of this election.
Well, and Sean, on that, I mean, people may use the newspaper to wrap fish. We don't know what they do with it after it. But major publications have brought up this question, and it's a question, why do you want the job, that Mitt Romney has had to field now for several months. Here's what Robert Gibbs has to say about Mitt Romney.
Governor Romney had a masterful theatrical performance just this past week, but the underpinnings and foundation of that performance were fundamentally dishonest.
So, Sean, is this all just an act?
Well, first, on the question that you asked Brad, I would say that RNC Chairman Reince Priebus in his weekly Republican address this week pointed out that I think the president likes being president, but he doesn't like the job of being president. I mean, he's done, as of today, 219 fundraisers, which is almost 2.5 times what anyone's ever done before.
So if you fundraise, you don't like being president? He likes to go hang out with celebrities.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that there's a part of being president, the trappings of being
Sean,
president,
are you saying if Mitt Romney,
ability to go out.
You say if Mitt Romney becomes president,
when Brad talks about,
hold on a second,
Sean?
Brad. Let's
no, not at all. I think there's a
ridiculous.
difference between priorities.
I think
the president likes. I think the president likes going on The View. I think he likes going to do some of the cooler aspects of it. But I think that the fact of the matter is that when you look at the record, whether it's foreign policy or economic policy in terms of where we stand in this country or the debt, it's a lot of I enjoy going out and give the speech, but then there comes the hard work. It's one thing to name a commission or to appoint a jobs council. It's quite another to meet with them.
Sean, that's absolutely insulting. I will tell you
what. Time he met with his jobs council? When was the last time he met with the jobs council? When was the last world leader he met with at the UN?
When Mitt Romney left the campaign for exhaustion, Barack Obama was putting in 19-hour days.
Okay, so hold on a second.
That's a lot of fundraisers in one day.
I think we've all
ridiculous, Sean.
Hold on a second. I think we've all. So if you're a presidential candidate, you can't fundraise, and you also can't be tired. Is that what we're saying right now? Let's talk a little bit about priorities. Brad, let's talk a little bit about priorities, if you will. If you will, Brad. Let's talk about these priorities, because one of the messages that seems to be coming out of all this talk about the debate is that the president did not prioritize the practice and the preparedness that you need to enter into the debate, and that's why he didn't look as good as some might expect. You know, how do you answer the criticism that the president did not look prepared?
Well, look, I think if you go back and look at his answers, I think he certainly looked prepared. Mitt Romney had a sharper and more energetic performance. It was, as Robert Gibbs said, a performance. I mean, it's easy to do well in a debate when you're not willing to confront your own policies honestly. He lied about his tax plan. He lied about his Medicare plan. He lied about the impact of repealing Obamacare on seniors. If all you're going to do is lie, it makes the other guy's job a little more difficult.
Sean, a quick final thought from you.
Right. The funny thing is, everything that the governor put out was a solid plan to move this country forward that fact checkers went out and said was entirely accurate. It's not a question of style.
They did not say
what
that,
the governor
Sean.
did the other night, the contrast was on substance. He had a plan. He's got a direction to move this country forward, put people back to work. And the president, it wasn't a question of the president's style that was a problem. It was a question of a lack of a record and policies that just haven't worked.
29 days until the election. 29 days to the election, I would expect nothing less than you two talking over each other. And we look forward to having you back, both of you, as this gets closer to Election Day. And we can all decide, you're a liar, no, you're a liar, no, you're a liar, no, you're a liar. We're going to talk more about that the next time that you guys are on, because if it dissolves into that accusation on both sides, then where are we really? That's going to be our next topic of debate, gentlemen. Nice to have you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.